Hey guys, welcome to the new episode of Codement. So in today's episode, basically we are going to build an application in Angular, and that is a to-do list. So as you can see, this is the primary layout of the application, and these are the tasks. And so if you want to make a certain task as complete, so just click on it, and you can see the notation. And also if you want to delete a particular task, so just press on delete, so the list will be updated. And one more thing which is more important is this application is currently using local storage. So that means even after doing refresh, your if you reload your application, in that case as well, like the all the tasks are taken from the local storage of your browser. So unless and until you do not clear your local storage, so all of these tasks will be available in the memory. So here you can check the local storage, and yeah, these are the tasks. So if I just add new task, let's say task 34, so this will be again added in the memory of the browser. And as you can see, this is in the form of, yeah, here it is. Cool. So the main purpose is even after the refresh of the page, the data will be persisted. So that's the main use. And again, like, this application is hosted on Vercel, and I have already uploaded the code in this repo. And so you can just clone this repo and try to run this application, and also you can make some changes as per your convenience. So for building this application, I have used Angular, and with Angular also I have MD Bootstrap. Uh, so MD Bootstrap is one of the leading frameworks of Bootstrap, and that is compatible with the material icons. So Bootstrap with material icons is like this. So they have compatibility with all of the frameworks like Angular, React, and Vue. So you can refer to the docs section if you want to learn more, but you do not need to worry at this moment, because I have already implemented it in this application. So you don't need to do anything extra on that, because in package JSON all of the libraries are mentioned which are required. uh, so I think Bootstrap here is not mentioned here, so I've directly taken it on the index page. Alright, so cool. Let's see one by one how it goes, and let's begin from the beginning. So first step is you just need to copy this, and here we just have a one form. So this is our form, which is more important, and this form is having an input section. So this is input placeholder, and there is a label, and there is a button. So as you can see, this form is a very small form where like one input placeholder and one action button is there, as you can see on the localhost. So I'll open my localhost. That's on 4200. Cool. This is the form, the input placeholder, and then add button. So once I click on the add, so this will be added to the list, and this is an array. So this is array where like multiple elements will be added, like all the task names will be added. So first thing is you just copy this one. Here we have input. The rest of the things are only for, like, these are common from HTML and CSS part. So our Angular code starts from here. So basically this is what the ID, and ID is very common. So it's not a part of Angular, we can say it's just HTML. And here is another event, which is like key up dot enter. So this event belongs to Angular. So Angular has different way of calling the events. So on the up event, on the enter event, so add task, this is the function that gets called, and I'm just passing the value of this input placeholder, that is task value dot value. And also once I pass that value, also I'm trying to clear the input placeholder with blank value. So if you just go here, just press Ctrl and then click on this function. So this is add task. So this function will get the task name, and this is the task list. So this is an array. If you just check here, this is a blank array. This is an empty array with type of any data type. So as of now, this I have kept it as any, as a universal data type. So this okay, so let's like some of the variables are not required. So this is a counter, so that was for different purpose. So selected item, selected task name, and rest of the things are used here. So this is a constructor, empty constructor, on ng on init basically. So I'm just updating the task list, because for every refresh I just need to get the task which are there in the local storage. From this memory I'm just fetching these tasks. Cool. So let's begin one by one. So this is the task list, which is the array. So I have to add all the elements in this array. So this is the add task first. So as I'm pushing the task name and also adding a flag whether it is a complete whether it is a completed task or not. And this is a counter that was for different purpose, so you can skip this. And after that, this is my function, which is save to localhost. So in this save to localhost function, I'm just passing this array, which is task list. And so this task list is passed to this save to localhost, and save to localhost function just set the item with local storage. So local storage, this is the variable, or this is the instance of local storage. And if you want to add some value to this local storage, so there is a method like set item and get item. So out of these two methods, set item is used, and this is the key, like task list is the key, and I'm stringifying the array. So it means like all the array values will be stringified. So basically localhost has a restriction that it should get stored in the form of a string, and this is a key and this is the value, so this should be in the form of a string. So json.stringify, this is the function name, and the main purpose of this function is it stringifies your array values. Stringifies means converting the array values of key pairs into a string. So that's the only purpose. After that, once I add all the tasks, I need to fetch those tasks. So for that purpose, I have this update task list. So ng on init is basically it gets called on every refresh or every component render. So in that case, like update task list gets called, and update task list is so through localhost, this is the instance of localhost, that is if you want to access the localhost. So basically this is the instance means the object means if you want to get everything, like all the data from localhost. So for that reason you just need to have this localhost instance means object, and with get item, and this is the name of the key. So this is the task list key, this is the name of the key, and through that I'm just getting the particular item. So in this case I'll get the string, the complete string. I will not get the object, so I'll get the string. So I need to again parse that string into object. So basically parsing means cutting down the string into object or converting it into object. Object means key value pairs. So basically all that key value pairs whichever you see here, these are the key value pairs. Yeah. So, and this is the complete string, so it will not get expanded, and this is the key value. If you want to convert the string into this key value pair, so for that reason you have this parse json.parse method, and through that we are able to do that. Okay, cool. So update task list is the function, and yeah, so items, like if I'm getting some items, in that case only I'll update the task list, and if it is not null, so in that case only I'm just passing it. If it is null, so there is no need to update the task list, because this is the task list is the main array in which we are playing. So this is the main reason. Cool. After that, like we have another option, and that is the completion, right? So the functionality is like if I just click on the name of that particular task, so that gets completed, and even after refresh, even after reloading the page, it remains as completed. So for this there is a way in which we have handled this scenario, like yeah, so as we all know, like njf is the condition whether that task list has something or not. So if it is empty, so it will not go inside this loop, inside this ng4 and all that. Okay, so ng4 is basically for loop in Angular, and so this is the syntax for it. Let task of task list. So task list will have let's see whether I have printed it on console. Okay, where is my task list? Is there? Okay, this is the task list. Okay, so if I want to print these items, yeah, as you can see, completed true, 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 and then false. So if I just refresh it and if I just mark it as completed, so these many calls takes place, and updated task list will have this is a true in the beginning, but after that it should get, if I just refresh it, so I'll get the value as false. Where is the task list? Still it is coming as true. Yeah, completed as true. Yeah, perfect. Like yes, completed with, so it will have true value. If it is not completed, so it will have false value. Yeah, so get css get custom css is how we can I have managed to like break through, add that line. Cool. So if I just click on the particular task, so for that reason, like this is the click function, and completed task is the name of the function that gets called. Cool. After that, like selected task name, and I'm checking whether it's duplicate or not. Yeah, completed task list. So I'm just trying to add in completed task list, and here you can check what I have done is like we have a different array which is like completed task list, which is empty initially. So like whatever task is complete, so there is scenario like if I just click on this task, so it is already complete. So in that case it should not get added twice in the same array, right? So if user continuously clicks on it, so I have to restrict the user, or like I have to add that condition so that the same name should not get added in the completed task list array. So for that reason I have just checked here whether like all the existing task names and the incoming task name, whether these are same or not. So if it is a duplicate name, so please do not add it. If it is not a duplicate name, so in that case only you need to add it. Cool. So after that, this is the task list, which is existing list. And here, if completed task list, if certain task from the completed task list exists in this task list, in the main task list, so in that case just update the main task list with that name. So this is okay, I'll repeat this one more time. Like we have like completed tasks. Cool. And the main task list is there, and some completed task list is also there. So out of these two lists, I'll compare like whether like completed tasks are present in the main task list. If it is present, then I'm updating the main task list with the flag. Okay, so you'll be able to get this if you just try to understand the code. And after that, yeah, so after that, like save to localhost, save to localhost. Okay, so actually this is not a localhost, it should be local storage. So you can rename it save to localhost, or instead of that save to local storage, or whatever as per your convenience. And then there is get custom CSS. Okay, so this is another important factor. So if you want to add the selection that is through CSS for this particular task, so in that case I'm just using ng class, and through ng class this get custom CSS function gets triggered. And here once the task name has completed, like whatever task name comes in, if that has a completed flag as true, so in that case only like completed task is the name of the CSS. Yeah, so this CSS gets applied, that is line through, text decoration as line through. And if it is not there, so in that case let's say this is the task name, and if it is not there, so I guess, yeah, so this is the name of the task and the completed flag is false, right? So completed flag is false. It means it will not have this CSS. This is the name of the CSS selector. CSS class. So this CSS class will only be applied to the task names which has completed flag as true, right? So here you can also make it as true, condition as true, or just keep it as it is. Cool. So it's working fine. That's for better understanding. Yeah, so these are the only functions. Rest of the things are still in progress. I wanted to make a few other options, so those are in progress at the moment. So if you just find it after few days, so actually I am currently working on this, so it will have like two options, like active and completed, active task and completed task. So for the moment I've just kept it commented, but in future you will be able to see these two options as well. So at the moment, like you can get the idea of the new task is added, and rest of the completed tasks are marked as line breakthrough, or it's a complete sign. And if you want to make any new task complete, so just click on it, and also you can delete some of the tasks. All right, cool. So this is the link of the repo, and you can just clone from this repo, and also you'll be able to access the live application on this link of Vercel. Cool. All right, so I think this is it for the ToDo application, and if you have any doubts, so you can please comment, you can put it in the comment section. And also, if you find this tutorial really helpful, so please share it in your circle, and please don't forget to like, share and subscribe, because basically this is a free of cost, so you will not, this will not be charged, so you're getting free of cost everything. And so if you just like this video, so I'll get enough motivation, so we will not lose any money, but I will gain something. So it's just out of my interest I'm doing, and this is my approach to giving back to the society. uh, yeah, that's the only reason. Alright, so that's it for now, so I'll see you in the next tutorial very soon. Alright, thank you guys, keep watching, keep learning, that's it. This is Codeman for you, thank you.